This is Allie Williams for Get Sports Focus, and today I am joined by one of the leaders of the Serra Padres, at a junior already rushing over 1,000 yards and still going because they have another game to play, at least one more. Today is with Mr. Isiah Kendrick. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Excellent. You guys are CCS champions. Congratulations on that. And you went from one streak to the other. You started 0-4. That was really rough, right? Mm-hmm. And then coming out in that first game, I guess, taking you back to that first game that started off the run. Who was that against?
Sacred Heart.
All right, and then what happened in that one?
Sacred Heart, it was just, it didn't feel like a really big, like, oh, we won our first game, because it's Sacred Heart, not putting them down or anything, but it was, like, we won. Like, we know it's hard to come by. Mm-hmm. All the wins at WCAL is hard to come by. So once we got that first win out, it boosted our confidence for sure. So once we got that one out the way, then that's when we all started to say, this is like, we want this feeling, we want it to keep happening, and that's when our season turned around, and that's when we went on our run. Yeah,
you guys just rolled on from there, and you played some great games against some very tough competition. Definitely St. Francis, 2 wins against them, 1 after overtime. What a crazy game, and that one. And then having to take them down as the #1 seed to move on to the championship of CCS. What did you see from them?
Definitely a hard opponent for sure. From day one, preparing them on day one to the last day of preparing them, it was the same intensity, same focus, not taking them lightly at all, because we knew what they were capable of, but we also knew like what we were capable of, and we didn't take them lightly. We knew Cyrus was their #1 running back, and we knew Bennett was their #1 wide receiver. So if we just shut them down, we had a pretty good chance.
And then for the overtime, what was that like, having to go to overtime?
If we lost that one, that would have been a horrible loss. We would have took that one on the chin for sure. Just because we were winning that whole game, and then it just felt like every time we did something right, we would just do something wrong, and then we'd do something right and do something wrong. So if we lost that one, that would have been a hard one to take.
Yeah, I'm glad you ended on the right side of switching it up.
Yeah.
And then you had to beat them again, the #1 seed, like I mentioned, to get on to the CCS title game. And you had to play Midi. And was that your favorite game? There were 2 matchups that you guys had against Midi, and both were pretty good.
Yeah, I like playing Midi a lot. They're a fun and competitive team. For me, I feel like those are my 2 most breakout games versus them. So it was fun playing them. We all team collective, yeah.
Yeah. You're doing good. And you're mentioning your breakout game. You've had, as I mentioned, over 1,000 yards rushing.
Yes.
You've had also you've done so well this season. You've had a great year and not done yet. What do you do to help lead the team? You've definitely become one of those guys that I'm assuming the people that your teammates can look up to. How do you feel being kind of one of those guys?
Being one of the leaders on the team, I would say, how would you say that?
What do you look at when you see the seniors on the team? Do you want to be able to do what they do? Or?
Definitely. I always seen Like play since we were like 7 years old, so I always like looked up to him and be like, I want to juke like him, I want to run like him, I want to like do whatever like him. So he's definitely like helped me mold into, I'd say, the leader I am now. He boosted my confidence definitely from the first 4 games to the last 6 games, I would say, in WCL. He boosted them. Without him, I wouldn't be where I am today. So, yeah.
Yeah, and you, another junior team, Shane Villaroman, you guys are 2 juniors who have done so well, so you get to do this all over again next year. Obviously, you got a game this weekend, but to be able to win CCS your junior year and know that you get to come back and try to defend the title, what's that like?
It's definitely going to put a target on our back for sure, but I mean, I wouldn't want it any other way. I mean, going out with Shane and the rest of the juniors that are on our team, I know we can do it, and I have faith in all of us that we could do it. So, yeah.
Excellent. And I wanted to go back to the wins you guys have many wins this season, but when you end, and one of the big ones that I saw was the CCS title game when you beat Midi, and you guys all put your helmets down and you were able to do the haka, which is a tradition that you guys have had for some time, which I really enjoy watching. And so just tell me about it, how to get started,
Actually, it's been around for a couple of years now, so it got brought into us juniors now that we were freshmen when we first came in. On poly, they taught us the hockey, and now we're able to do it after the games just because it's like a war dance. So after we won the war, you could say, we get to do it, celebrate.
Yeah. What does it mean for you guys to be able to do it? And everyone participates, which is the cool part, is that it makes everyone involved. So what does it mean to you guys to be able to do it together?
It means we accomplished something together as a team, and we get to celebrate as a team while doing it, and we got the job done. Yeah.
That you did, and then you got to hold the trophy and get the ring, and it's a good day when that happens.
Was.
And then moving forward, you're a junior, so you don't have to quite worry about this quite as much, but recruiting. Have you started looking into it? How much of that is something that you look for when you're a junior? Have you even been able to look that far?
Well, I know what I want to major in. I want to major in communications and like sports management. I want to be a news anchor or like a sports anchor. So that's why.
Come hang out with us.
Yeah, I've been looking into that kind of stuff, and just on the football side, just a team with speed and so more like Pac-12. Yeah.
All right. Well, just when you're looking at this season overall, what can you take away from what you've done so far and what you get to keep looking forward to?
What we could take out is we felt the pain and like the misery, like our coach says. We felt the misery in those 4 losses. We don't want to go back there. We just want to keep winning until we can't win anymore. But we just got to keep working just as hard as we have been and not let off the gas pedal.
All right, well, we look forward to seeing you and what you do this year and next year. Big thanks to Isiah Kendrick for joining us today, and good luck.
Thank you.